Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to see how to set up a dual boot system on a virtual machine. So let's turn our virtual machine. Click on the new option to set a new virtual machine for this project. So let's name our machine. In this video I am going to use a roll number underscore win format. Then we have to choose the ISO file for the OS we are going to use. First of all we are going to install Windows 11, so I choose Windows 11 ISO file and then click on the next button. We are going to change the username to roll number underscore win. Make sure to change the password as well and put it to something memorable. Host name shouldn't contain any special characters, that's why we need to remove that underscore. So we are going to set the memory specs and cores and processors for this virtual machine. Try to keep it to the maximum of the bar. Virtual disk we are going to put, and see, in this way we are going to install Windows 11 on our virtual machine. The process gets completed and you will see a virtual machine window getting open and Windows getting installed. That's it for the Windows part. Since I have already installed this, I'm not going to show that part, and let's switch back to the Ubuntu part. Before going to the Ubuntu part, let me show you how dual boot PC works. So turning on the Windows 11 virtual machine, in which I have already set up the dual boot, it is going to take some time. So what happens in a dual boot is when the PC turns on, it asks you which OS you want to get into, either the Ubuntu one or the Windows one. Let me show you in the screen as it's getting open. Clearly you can see it's asking whether you want to go for Ubuntu or for the Windows. So let's switch to part 2, Ubuntu. For getting Ubuntu on your virtual machine, you have to do some configurations. Go to the display and change the graphics controller as VGA, because in this way you can change the screen size to a bit larger. And in the storage also you have to set Ubuntu file in the CD-ROM and then click start. CD-ROM file is important because in this way we can install Ubuntu on a Windows machine. This is the easier path rather than the way other around. Now, during this time when the PC turns up, make sure to press escape multiple times so as to go through the boot menu and follow the other steps on the screen. It is going to boot up and ask you to install Ubuntu on your system. Installation procedure is going to start soon, and I am going to skip most of the parts of the installation as this will only make the video lengthy. Keep the default options checked. We have to click on something else option so that we can divide the partition disk. The allocated memory that we have used in this virtual machine is 80 GB, and we are going to partition it into 2060, 20 for Windows, 60 for Ubuntu. That's more than the requirement for both the Windows, for both the OS. Choosing the GPS channel file system, clicking the mount point. Now going next, we are going, as we have to select a disk in which we want to install Ubuntu. In this it is ext4. Now clicking install now. we are moving forward. Click on continue directly. Putting in the details. In this way, we have installed successfully our Ubuntu. Clicking on restart so that we can get to our system. We have turned off the virtual machine so that we can do it faster. In that way, we will take more time. So now going to again Win11 machine and clicking on start, it is going to boot up. You can clearly see the system is asking for Ubuntu or Windows as a choice. First, let me show you how Windows works. Clicking on Windows, Windows 11 is getting booted up. So we are at the desktop of Windows 11. Now let me turn it off and show you the Ubuntu side. Again, this is by clicking on the Ubuntu, we are going to log into the Ubuntu OS. So on first approaching the Ubuntu OS, we are going to see lots of pop-ups and checkpoints. We have to clear them all so that you can start using your Ubuntu. Logging into the system, putting the password as 1234. Here we are at the home screen of Ubuntu, getting rid of all these things. Now turning off the Ubuntu.